welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley, and today I'm going to be testing out some more watercolors. I know, big surprise. Today I'm going to be testing out an inexpensive watercolor set. Now these are tube paints from Royal Langnickel Essentials, and these are from Walmart. There are 24 colors in this set, and I have already poured these in the tubes. They are cured. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think of these. I painted several things with them, but I also wanted to compare it to this little thing here. I tested this out in my painting at the Dallas Arboretum video, but they're the same brand. So I wanted to see how they compare and if the tube or the FlipKit, if the quality is different, if one would be better for you than the other. So this is $22 and the FlipKit is $11. There are 18 colors in this and 24 in this. So this is a better deal, although the tube paints have more anyways, I digress. So before I talk about actually painting with these paints, painting with the paints, I want to talk about the process of me pouring them into the pans. When I was pouring these into the pans, I definitely noticed the quality of them. They all had separated quite a bit, and I had to mix them up in the pans because you could see the binder separating from the pigment. And that's not to say that that doesn't happen with some expensive brands as well, but it was with every single one, and I definitely had to mix them up. Another thing that I've noticed right away, the next morning, you could see in the paint, it had a lot of cracks. All of them are very cracked. And again, that's not like a deal breaker or anything, but just some things to note about these paints. So let's talk about painting with these paints. The first thing I painted, I just put a bunch of random swatches and colors on here. I wanted to see how these paints worked on, this is 5 Below paper, so it's very inexpensive paper, and I just wanted to see how the colors would blend together and basically just scribble color all over a page and kind of get a feel for these paints. So I then started to paint some flowers, and the consistency of the paint was slightly gummy. It was still a little bit not cured, still a little bit wet, but the texture was a little bit gummier than what I personally like. But on this page also, I tested out the tube paint versus the FlipKit paint on here as well. So the FlipKit is down here on the bottom left, I believe. Footage will confirm that. And the tube paint is the top left of this paper. Honestly, didn't notice a huge difference, but I slightly preferred the FlipKit paints to the tube paints. The consistency of it is just a little bit different. So that was on the cheap paper. I decided to pull out some 100% cotton watercolor paper because I wanted to see how the paints performed on nice paper, because paper does matter quite a bit. And once it got on the cotton paper, the vibrancy of these paints came out so much more. And the sunflower I painted, I think that these behaved beautifully. I think they were better even than, well, they're better than the IKEA ones. There was another brand, I can't remember right now, but I actually enjoy the way these would blend together and mix up colors. I painted again another to compare of the FlipKit, the small sunflower on this page, and there's not a huge difference in that, but I do for some reason still slightly prefer the FlipKit to the tubes. I don't know why. All right, and then the last thing I painted, I don't know if I have footage of the entire thing, but I do have some footage. But I actually really liked the way this painted these flowers. It was fun. The colors are vibrant on this paper. They're very saturated. Again, the texture is a little bit gummy, but it doesn't bother me too bad. It's not awful. It doesn't dry chalky. It dried very, very vibrant. So I think that's that, yes. Okay, so what is the bottom line here? If you're at Walmart and you want to pick up some watercolor paints, Which one do you go for? It's very interesting because normally I prefer tube paints in almost every single brand. And I'm torn because I actually liked the way these painted, but I still don't like the delivery method as much. Meaning, it's a little bit cumbersome to get to the colors, and that could just be me, but like getting this blue that's down here, like, I don't know. Like if you have them all out, the blue is covered. I don't know, maybe I'm just being picky and finicky. I like to be able to see them all at once and get what I want. But if you don't mind the delivery method of this, I actually prefer these paints to the tube paints from Royal and Langnickel Essentials. And especially for the price, I didn't realize they were $22. I was like, for $12, $15, I liked them. But I think I would pick the FlipKit over it. All right, but I think that wraps it up for the Royal and Langnickel. I have lots of other paint brands coming up soon, but I also have some paints that I got on Amazon. I'm gonna do an Amazon haul, and you can let me know which ones you wanna see next. But that's it for this one. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you wanna see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, it's there. Hey, that's Kylie.
Can we go to Sonic for lunch?
And that's a blooper. I love,